Attention, all curious minds, innovators, and trendsetters. It's time to pause, lean in, and get ready for an extraordinary journey as we dive deep into the fascinating realms of life, technology, entertainment, and business. Let's explore, learn, and grow together. Brace yourselves, for the next thrilling episodes of Hipther Talks is about to take off. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Hi everyone, Zoltan here. We're back again at Hipther Talks, and this time we're sticking to the gaming industry and, of course, immersing ourselves in it. I have the pleasure of having here Daniel Gunba, founder and CEO of TRIION Gaming. Daniel, it's nice to have you here.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Always happy to participate in your podcasts.
Yeah, so it's strange that we've been doing this for 3 years now, and Daniel has not been a guest on our podcast. He's
Right.
just the co-host of our weekly huddle, which is going to come back to your screen in autumn again. We are taking a time off from that. So yeah, before we dive into today's subject, could you just maybe say a few words about yourself and how you get started with TRIION Gaming? Because I actually don't know this story.
Okay, yeah. So as Zoltan mentioned, I'm Daniel. I'm founder and CEO of TRIION Gaming. We basically develop VR casinos and developing live casino solution. Everything is in virtual spaces. The story how we started was quite fun. It was during the NFTs hype, because the company started as an NFT company. We were developing avatars and making NFTs with them. I was basically just sitting on the couch at my friend's place, who is now as well working in the company. And I told him, like, listen, man, I just have an idea. We can create cool products for our gaming industry. I started explaining him, and he said, like, yeah, it's a bit hard, and I'm not sure that we can do it like two of us. And I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. So like after a week, I bring him already like a prototype. I sent him screenshots of the first space in 3D, and I told him, so I mean, you see, we're already doing that, so let's go. And this is how the project starts. I wouldn't call it a company by that time. It's just a project where, like, me without knowledge how to develop, but with a huge amount of inspiration, create something. And of course, support from my friend, and he believed in that, so we started it.
All right, so that's a great story, and I'm also interested about what inspired you to venture now to Estonia, because you've
Right.
been in Malta until now.
Yeah, I mean, Malta is an amazing gaming hub for sure. Like, the companies are there, big events are there. It's a great spot to make connections in the industry. But since we are not just providers or operators, so we are not just developing games or letting people play them. We have very techy product which is including virtual reality, AR, AI. We found that it's a bit hard to deliver the product in the quality which we want to deliver in Malta. And we start checking basically other places where we can open a branch and enhance our development. So basically, Estonia was a great choice because I'm originally from Latvia. So of course, Latvia and Estonia are different countries, but the infrastructure is quite similar. And I mean, it's a very well-known country for its tech approach, support for game developers, because we can call our company as a game development company. So yeah, it was basically an amazing choice because we knew that by opening an office here in Estonia, we will be able to boost our development. So this is what's happening right now. We still have like kind of sales core part in Malta, and development part will be here in Estonia.
All right. So yeah, no doubt. Maybe our audience would like to also check out the episode we just pushed out a couple of days ago about the e-residency in Estonia, because it's also very easy to set up shop in Estonia. So TRIION Gaming is no doubt revolutionizing the online casino sphere, and with the state of the art VR casino studio is something that's very unique. And could you describe this project and what makes it as unique as it is?
Sure. Well, I mean, if we take a look just in general at VR games and even casinos, because there are already some on the market or in development, but people can already take a look. They're all trying to basically the main goal, I believe, they're all trying to just like basically bring games and let people experience them in VR. But the problem is that in my opinion, approach how the product is delivered to end user is a bit wrong, just by my opinion. So that's why we decided to try our own approach, which is basically we're taking the games which people and a gaming audience already know and like. We integrate them into our studios, and there we try to make this experience extremely realistic. By saying that, I mean, of course, not just only graphics, which is incredible, but still not 100% realistic, not like a real world. The experience itself. So we all love and we all know why people like land-based casinos. Like when you go and you play slots in real life, you have other people around, and you can see that someone won or lose, and you sharing that experience, and you're already part of something. This is what we are doing. We are creating this land-based feel in virtual studios, and when you are there, you are part of something, of that specific community. And usually it's like community of your operator, which you prefer, because we are not mixing multiple operators in the same studios. Just if I may mention, we just posted like a new article a couple of days ago about our new studio we are developing. It will be actually the first studio we're launching here in Estonia. That's the beauty of VR. We are developing penthouse, 3 floors, glass walls in the city center at night. And it's all in party style. So there are DJs, different entertainment like beer pong, or you can go like in Dubai, you can go on the terrace. You have skyscrapers and you can play golf. And at the same time, everybody can gamble, because we include the games of the operator. I'm not going to mention right now who is the operator. We try to keep it as a secret. But again, we are giving the feel of something, of the community, feel of the that it's not just a room with a game, but something is happening. In our case, it's a party, so you already can share that experience as well. And some cool VR mechanics and features, which we can include, like, as I mentioned, like those beer pongs and golfs, small stuff, which can a bit mix experiences and make them more different.
That's just like, I have no comment for this. That's amazing. I cannot wait to see who the client is and when the product is ready. So my next question would be, how do you see the iGaming industry evolving in that region, in the Baltic area, and what role do you envision TRIION Gaming playing in this landscape?
Yeah, before I was not checking a lot about iGaming in Baltics. Now, since we are here, of course, we are doing researches and etc. And I was surprised that for me there was only like a couple of operators, like I don't know, OptiBet, for example. Everybody knows them in Baltic states, and yeah, okay, or Olympic, of course.
Phoenix.
Exactly. I started Googling and I was like, wow, I mean, there's so many operators here. So I really believe that because here is very technological hub in Baltic states, they have it here. iGaming in Baltics can really grow and go as well beyond the borders. And if we talk about TRIION Gaming, initially we position ourselves not as a provider or operator. We are enhancing their both experiences, right? So I see TRIION Gaming as a tool for all those operators and providers here in Baltics. Just, yeah, basically will enhance their experiences, what we're doing now.
All right. So, of course, sticking to this topic in the Baltics, Estonia is becoming a notable hub for iGaming because many companies are moving there. So what advantages does Estonia offer for iGaming business, and how has it influenced TRIION Gaming's development?
Again, if in advantages, definitely we can say about professionals. Not only in development part, like creative departments are amazing here. And you can see not only in iGaming, their approach to build city, to build infrastructure. You can literally say, yes, I mean, they are creative and they know how to do things. As well, I would say the way of marketing, like, I don't know if it's a first impression or it's really true, but so far it's combined for me. Like, I feel that they have all necessary pieces here to have a complete puzzle for different types of products, and the same with iGaming. If we speak about like TRIION Gaming, how it's all helping us, like, I can tell even just like basic things about creating our studio designs. We just walk through the city and we see so crazy architectural solutions. Like, oh wow, yeah, let's do it in our studios. Let's use that. And the approach of technologies in general here, how the services are working, you feel like, yes, we want to make our studios accessible and friendly, like the whole infrastructure in the country. And not only about iGaming, right? So it's more that their approach to do things is inspiring.
All right, so no doubt, we've been talking about this e-residency, and the many iGaming companies have been asking around to see how things look over there, and they are intrigued. So my next question is about challenges, and I'm interested in what challenges have you encountered while developing the VR casino studio, and how have you addressed them to, of course, ensure a seamless and immersive user experience?
Yeah, well, VR is always, if we speak about the difficulty in development, VR is always in the very top. Just to know that user have controllers and there's like only 2 buttons on each, but you want to include so many interface and at the same time make it friendly, it's already a headache. So the main challenge here is that you have to include all the iGaming infrastructure into buttons, and make it super user friendly and make it work smooth. And as well, for the new players who are not just for new players in iGaming, but for new VR users, they really have to understand, like, okay, so what I have to do, like, is there like what this button is doing, how I can close that. The best to understand those mechanics and develop user-friendly experience is just to start playing VR games themselves. So that's what I did before we started. One of the challenge here, I would mention a competition, like not about iGaming sector if we speak about VR and iGaming, but in general game development. So many professionals here. It's advantage because we can hire them, but it might be as well a potential problem because I'm sure like you can find this genius here who will develop crazy casino as well. I mean, of course, difference is that we have this knowledge in iGaming industry and experience, but you can't imagine how many talents you can meet here. We already went to one of the events, which was like just like a cozy meetup of developers where they were showcasing their small games, their indie developers. And I was super impressed what one person can develop. Like, wow. We've been kind of like indie developers as well at the very beginning, but still you see that what we were developing at the very beginning and what they are doing at the very beginning is very different. So yeah.
So it seems that you might have either competition or good hire.
Both, 100% both. Like now it's like, you know, this management part, you have to hire the best people.
All right. So how do you plan to integrate the traditional casino elements into the VR environment? And of course, how do you plan to create a balance between innovation and the familiarity of for players?
Right. I would split here the products on two, like slots and live tables, because the approaches are very different. And if we speak about slots, this is an easy part, I would say, if we compare it with live tables, because with slot games, we are developing those studios. We are, as I mentioned before, creating this land-based field there. And you go in the studio with your VR headset, which has already let you be immersed. You go next to the slot machine and you play like in real life. You click the buttons with your hands. You can look around and see how other people are playing. So, and as well now, of course, we have better version of MetaQuest. We have Vision Pro. And soon, I believe, we can stop using controllers for that to make it even more immersive. The only question is, when you click on something, how you don't feel it in real life. At least with controllers, we can give this vibration, the feel that you did something. But we'll take a look at that. For the live tables, we have a product which is in very long development. Now it's more, it's extremely cool product, but at the same time, it's a pain because it's so advanced and takes extremely high amount of resources and time. Basically, approach for the players is quite similar. They can enter with their VR. And not only, by the way, we support as well mouse and keyboard inputs. For those who don't have VR, you can just have your avatar. Live dealers, we use this artificial intelligence body tracking systems, and we still develop them. We talk about them a lot, but unfortunately, everything we're showing are the demo videos on our website so far because it's super advanced product. Yeah, we use computer vision and artificial intelligence to track live dealers while they're dealing the cards in live studios, and we're streaming their movements into our 3D studios. And when they grab the card in real life, we as well read the results of their cards, stream them into real studios, so players can really play blackjack, talk with the live dealer, and live dealer is moving like real human. And of course, live dealer can communicate with players because that's what makes live casinos nice, because live dealer is not just like a robot giving the cards, but can handle conversations and command the game, etc. The goal I would see for the best studio when we will finish live casinos and we will put both products together and we will like develop, I don't know, like huge complex casino where people can play slots or blackjack or poker and roulette all together. Yeah. We have two games for live casinos. We have roulette and blackjack. Blackjack fully ready, roulette almost ready, but there is still a lot to develop.
All right. So in terms of user privacy and security, I'm also interested about what strategies are you looking to employ to ensure that user privacy and security in your VR casino environment is met?
Yeah. Well, this topic in iGaming is super sensitive. Like if you enter this industry, you really have to make you really have to make sure that this is set and working properly. So what we decided to do, instead of handling data, accounts, deposits, and all this information on our end, we connect operators directly to the platform, which means when people open our studio, they can log in through operator. They still deposit and withdraw through operator. All the responsible gambling regulations and automations they stay on operator side. So it's still the player who is playing operators games through our studio is still under control of operator, if I may say like that.
So it's up to them to ensure the privacy.
Yes, and they as well know what's happening in our studios, so it gives a trust because, of course, when you go to the big operator and saying like, listen, tomorrow your games will be accessible in VR studios, in the skyscraper, duplex, whatever, operator can say like, what's going on, but how I can make sure that there's no kids playing or something like that. So this is the way we decided to go for to avoid any problems with that.
All right. So maybe can you share some upcoming projects besides that client with the penthouse and everything, or features that you guys at TRIION Gaming are working on and maybe are excited about?
We are developing one complex studio with one big provider. I won't mention the name as well. We have those agreements that we basically publish studios with the names and then we disclose. But it's gonna be a big, huge studio which will give this feel that you're kind of in. You know, when you go to these casinos, there is this royal vibe. They have nice paintings on the wall, like almost a garden inside of the building. So we're developing something like that as well. But one of the feature we are going to integrate soon might be a bit techy for those who are watching. So the new avatars we are going to use, because the avatars which you can see on our website right now for the live casinos, they're quite cartoonish, I would say. They're not realistic. That's the main problem. So we were investigating a lot and investing in the proper avatars, and now there are metahumans. If someone knows about metahumans, which are super realistic, so new avatars will look like metahumans, which means extremely realistic with all face expressions. They can even, I don't know, cry or whatever. Hair are moving, everything is moving. So just to basically finally achieve the point when player can lose for a second a thought that, am I in virtual casino? Still, of course, you have VR and everything, but that's what we are trying to bring and with technologies, etc. I want player to forget that he's in VR casino. Being in VR casino.
All right. So I keep forgetting that we're not on our weekly huddle and adding more stuff for the VR section. But you know that Mark Zuckerberg just revealed that they are working on a new glasses this time, not headset for virtual reality and augmented reality, which will revolutionize everything. You won't need those big stuff around your head. It's going to be probably similar to those Ray-Ban glasses. So looking ahead, what are your long-term goals at TRIION Gaming, and how do you plan to continue innovation and of course, expanding within this rapidly growing iGaming sector?
Honestly, now, since we have a new base in Estonia, I really want to bring our company as a technological hub for iGaming industry in Baltic states. I really want to connect Baltic states, all three countries, if we speak about iGaming, not just through games of well-known providers, but through the technologies, through the studios, through the artificial intelligence. Because so far there is no similar product on the local markets, and I really believe that we can really boost iGaming experience in Baltic states. Of course, still we are from Malta. Our company is from Malta, and we will deliver to the rest of the world our technologies. But since our main hub is here now, I really see us as like Apple Store. Like there's a lot of tech around the world, but Apple takes the best and give the phone to everybody. So I want to be the company which can give that phone to everybody, and then we have the same iCloud connected in between, if that makes sense.
All right. So that's some great plans, and I wish you all the luck with it. And thank you so much for your time, Daniel. And if you want to give some shout outs, now is the time to do it.
I mean, I just want to say, like, if there is someone from Estonia watching this interview, guys, drop us a message. We are happy to connect and meet new friends. And let's explore new technologies together.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel. And thank you for our audience for sticking around. We will be back next week with more crazy stuff. Take good care.
And that's a wrap for this section of Hipther Talks. Thank you for being a part of our journey today. Don't forget to tune in next week for more insights and discussions. Stay connected with us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and more. Until then, keep exploring and keep growing. We'll see you next time.